Thank you for coming in. We're going to jump right in. So on everybody's desk, and what I need everybody to have is going to be a blank piece of white paper. Really big, or a blank piece of paper doesn't have to be white. Any size is fine. I give you guys a little bit bigger. The one up here I have is going to be just a regular piece of paper. And we are going to divide it into 4 sections. So I made my line so that you could see it. I do not need you to have those. We're going to take our paper and fold it over once together. Do it. Make sure that you get that crease in there. Fold it over once and crease it. Let's go, Charlie. And then once you have that, just take it and fold it over again and give it a good crease. Nope, make sure you're folding it so you folded it like this, and then you're going to fold it again. We don't want to fold it long ways. We want to make sure it's just folded in half. Good, good. In the end, it's going to make, when you unfold it, it should make 4 equal sections. It'll look more like my one that's on my board up here, but 4 equal sections when you unfold it. You guys can then take out your pencils and label the top 2, what we know about frogs and what we want to know about frogs. Go ahead and we'll take a moment to get that done. If you're not done, you can finish it up in a moment, but we're going to move on and talk to each other. So we are going to work on filling out these 2 sections together, and we're going to have 2 blank sections. For the time being, we are not going to add anything into these 2 bottom sections because we're going to fill those or put information in those as we go through our reading lesson today. Sound good? So you can all infer, based on what we see today, that we are going to be learning about all about frogs. So what I want us to start with is I want you to take a few minutes to fill out what you know about frogs. We're going to start in just a moment. I want us to take a moment to just fill out anything you know about frogs. And then when you feel like you've written everything you know about frogs, any information you can think of that you know about frogs, whether it's what we've learned in class already and you can put in, or background knowledge you bring in with you to the school, anything you know about frogs, put in there. And when you feel like you've done everything you can in that section, I want you to switch over to what we want to know about frogs. So then what do you want to know still? And write down any questions you have about frogs. And that's the one we're going to focus on. But we want to bring in any background knowledge and knowledge we have from previous lessons or that you know from home. Get that down. And then questions you have about frogs, things you want to know more about. And even if you feel like, wow, I don't want to know anything, come up with some questions that you might have about frogs. Viola. Yep, just put it all around. This is going to be, we call this a graffiti wall. This is your work, your writing, your information that you want on there. It's going to be your questions, your thoughts, things you learned throughout today. But we're going to just get it all on there. If you want to do like a quick bubble around that, so it's a little bit separate or something, that's fine. The other thing that I'm perfectly fine with as you guys go through this, if you want to, I'll make this so you can see. If you want to get your writing piece done first, but then if you want to draw a quick picture because you have extra time or be labeling it, that's perfectly fine too, okay? If it's what you know, put it here. If you want to know questions about it, put it here. Sound good? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I want you to take 5 minutes to get what you know and what you want to know about frogs done. So is that fast, right? Yeah. That's pencil to paper. Get it down as fast as you can. And then I'm going to have you do 5 minutes to work with a partner to see if there's anything else that you need to add. Like you'll share, hey, this is what I know. And if your friend's like, oh, actually, I knew that too. I just kind of forgot it. Or if they're like, yeah, I'm curious about that too. You guys can take a moment to write it down. So we'll go 5 minutes and then 5 minutes. So take no less than 5 minutes to be fast writing. So I don't want to see this. Right? Pencil to paper, be writing the whole time. 5 minutes is not a lot of time to get this done. Take your time to get it done. I want to hear a quick share. I'm not going to get mine written down, but I want to hear a quick share about what you know. And if you hear something that, again, you're like, yes, I know that, get it written down. Okay, Joey, what do you know? Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded, right.
They all like eggs in shallow water.
Fabulous. Yep.
They all start at tadpoles.
Beautiful. Now, do they?
No.
Yes. Or let's go. Fine. Oh, here, Haley.
They flush and frogs can be poisonous.
Be poisonous, okay. Viola? They're what? Oh, they're vertebrates? Okay, they're vertebrates. Is that what you said? Okay, yeah.
They eat bugs.
Okay.
They can climb
Good, yep.
2 legs.
Okay.
Gills and lungs.
Okay.
They love water.
Okay. Now, we might find some of the things we know might be a misconception and not be true later on, right? And that's okay. We're going to work through it. Things you want to know about frogs. Brock.
Why do they store in water and move to land?
Okay, great. Why do they start in water and move to land? Why can't they just be on land? Zoe.
What does an egg feel like?
What is it? The eggs feel like. Good. Grayson.
Why are they slimy?
Why are they slimy? Cool. Griffin.
What is their skin made out of?
Ooh, what is the skin made out of? I wouldn't know how to answer that. Kyler.
How their eggs develop and how long it takes.
Ooh, I like that. The kind of that process or procedure of how long it takes for something like the eggs to hatch and develop. Good. Yep.
And they live in different places.
Good. What are the different environments? Can they live in different places? Kason.
Do some frogs eat other animals like frogs?
Good. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why do they jump so high?
Good. Yeah. And Charlie.
Why do they have a straight line in their eye?
Okay, Lexi.
Why do baby frogs have tails?
Good. So why do they have frogs? Why do they have lines in their eyes? Good. Awesome things. I know there are hundreds of more questions we could put on here, and that's fabulous, but I want to keep rolling. We're going to do a little activity with this, but we are going to come back to this so many times throughout our reading, okay? We're going to come back to this a whole bunch today. For now, let's take this and let's push it off to the side and take out your activity notebooks.